Hey everyone! Before I open a chapter of my life I've kept locked away for years, hit subscribe and tell me this. Have you ever crossed a line you swore was unbreakable? I'm 45 now, but this story starts on a birthday evening 5 years ago. The night everything quietly shifted. The celebration was small, warm, full of clinking glasses and soft laughter. My sister kept topping up my wine, promising I deserved to relax. Across the table sat my daughter and her husband, newly married, glowing, picture perfect. He was calm, grounded, the kind of steady presence you don't notice until the world tilts, and tilted did. By the time dessert melted into candle smoke, the room was spinning. My daughter urged him to drive me home. I didn't argue. The night air felt like cold water. He held the car door, steadying me when my heels wobbled. Inside the car, city lights smeared into watercolor streaks. I laughed too loudly at nothing at all. He didn't tease. He just drove, voice low, warm, reassuring. Halfway home, I said something silly. Something about him being a good kid. He corrected me softly. The way he said my name sent a shiver straight through the fog in my head. When we reached my building, he helped me out, guided me into the elevator, made sure I didn't fall over my own feet. Inside my apartment, I crashed onto the couch while he brought me water. When he sat beside me, just close enough that I could feel the heat of him, something shifted. Something dangerous. His face was too close. My judgment was too far gone. 1,000 unspoken tensions hung in the air, and in that suspended second, a line blurred that should have been carved in stone. What happened next was not graphic or wild. It was quiet. Breathless, a moment of weakness wrapped in the illusion of comfort. A choice made in a fog that would haunt every sunrise after we pulled apart the second the front door clicked, my daughter's voice drifting in, calling for me. He disappeared down the fire escape like a shadow. I lied about a headache. She tucked me into bed like I was the child. The next morning tasted like regret. The apartment felt smaller, tighter, charged with a secret too heavy for the walls to hold. My daughter texted inviting me to brunch. I stared at the phone, wondering how guilt could feel so physical. He texted too. We need to talk. We met in the park. Families laughed. Dogs barked. Life carried on like my world wasn't crumbling. He told me it was a mistake. I agreed. But neither of us walked away. Not really. One moment of weakness became two. It became a pattern, a habit, a storm rolling in slow, inevitable. Always behind closed doors. Always with a promise that this is the last time. A promise we broke again and again. But secrets rot. They always do. It started unraveling with a single object, something left behind where it shouldn't be. My daughter found it. She put the pieces together with painful clarity. The confrontation destroyed her. Destroyed him. Destroyed me. I left that night, checked into a hotel, stared at myself in the mirror and didn't recognize the woman looking back. The fallout lasted years, strained silences, torn letters, broken families trying to glue themselves back together. I tried to make amends, to rebuild, to be better. My daughter and I stitched our relationship slowly, painfully, one fragile thread at a time. He drifted in and out of the background of my life until tragedy sealed every unfinished conversation, every what if, every echo of the past. I stood at the back of his funeral, a single rose trembling in my hand, knowing some stories and without closure. Now, at 60, I look back and understand. Some mistakes carve their names into us. Some loves never fade, they just soften into shadows. And some confessions take a lifetime to speak.